Hello, wonderful women of successful women entrepreneurs. I'm here again with the Tuesday training, or Training Tuesday, whatever it is. But I'm bringing massive value every Tuesday to you in the form of trainings. And just so you know, Tuesdays are also one of the days that you can live stream in this group and that you can promote yourself and your business and your brand. Because this group is about helping you create a wildly successful business. And one of the ways you do that is by getting visible, is by promoting yourself. So as long as you do it in a value-added way and you're adding value to the group and it's nothing spammy, then you are welcome to promote yourself on the designated days. And today is one of those days. So it's not just all about me, it's about you getting visible too. So today is super important, super exciting, and it's about getting paid what you're worth. Getting paid what you're worth. Wouldn't that be an awesome thing? If you are currently struggling with not getting enough clients or not having clients pay you what you would really like to be paid, then today's training here in the group is for you. And I'm also going to be doing part 2 of this training on Thursday night on my business page, so more people have access to it. That goes along with part 1. So you'll want to catch both. So definitely mark your calendar, and I will be sending out a reminder too. I'm going to make sure that this is streaming. All right, awesome. We're streaming because the last training didn't stream correctly that I did. Technological glitch, not on my part, but I was not so happy about that. So good, we're all systems go here for talking about how to start getting paid what you're worth. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because I see so many people talking about the frustration. They think they can't charge more because they live in a small town, because nobody can charge more in their niche, because they don't have enough experience and they're new in business, because there's too much competition. And I see this frustration vented over and over and over on Facebook. So it's a very common feeling, I think, that a lot of people have. And I want to tell you that whatever excuse you're thinking of in your mind, whatever reason you have for not charging more, unless you're already charging a really high amount and you're happy with it, then I'm sorry, it's BS. It's not true. There are, whatever niche or industry you're in, there are people who are charging more and getting paid for it. There are people who are living in small towns and getting paid high fees. There are people doing whatever it is you do, and they have high paying clients. And I want to give you there's lots of elements to this, but 3 elements today, or 3 keys today to starting to charge more, raise your rates, and actually having people say yes to it, right? Does that sound good to you? If it sounds good to you, say yes in the comments below. Or yay, higher rates, higher fees. So I definitely want to hear your questions and comments as we go along. There'll be a little bit of a delay with the live stream. So I'll keep talking and then I'll come back to your questions and comments. But definitely comment, because I have a feeling this is a hot topic. And I want to help you however I can with this. So let's get on with it. The first key to getting paid what you want, getting paid higher fees, is to make a bold promise. This is really, really huge. And here's what happens, and I'll be diving more into the psychology of this on Thursday night. But if you don't make a bold promise for whatever work it is that you're doing, then you're going to come off as wishy-washy. And let me define what a bold promise means. It means you are telling your clients, your potential clients, your dream clients, specifically what it is that you can help them do, be, or have better, faster, or more efficiently or cheaper. So you are actually taking a stand for saying, I can help you, and I can help you in these specific ways. Now, of course, when you are deciding what your bold promise is, you need to know your dream clients. I mean, you really need to know your dream clients and what their frustrations are, what the problems are they're facing, and what they want as the solution. What is the dream solution that they want to have? If you don't know those things, then you might be making a bold promise and you're like, yep, I'm, saying I can help people in this way, and nobody responds. Or, it comes across as a, kind of like, oh, it's a nice to have, but for your dream clients, but it's not something that really meets their urgent needs. So they're not very inclined to pay more for your services or to sign up with you at all. So my question to you is, and I want to hear in the comments below, or read it in the comments below, what is the bold promise that you're making? What is the bold promise that you're making? What are the results that you're saying you can get people? And are you even making a bold claim or a bold promise to begin with? If you're not doing that part, well, there's one of your problems. That's why you're not able to charge more or get more. People like specifics, they like clarity, they like getting results, especially when they're investing at higher levels. So, if I were to say to you, well, I can help you build your business, and we're going to do a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to give you the best strategies and advice, and I'm going to be there, by your side the whole way to coach you. Want to pay me? That's very general. I'm being a little facetious here, but it's very general. It's very non-specific. It doesn't really detail how their lives will change, as a result of working with you. What's the bold promise you're making? Now, in your sales copy on your page, the copy that you write that talks about your services or your programs or your products, you have to get down to the nitty-gritty of what you're going to help them do and how their lives are going to be different as a result of working with you. And that has everything to do with your offer. I mean, that's essentially what your offer is. Your offer is your bold promise plus how their lives are different as a result of working with you, how their lives were before working with you, and your promise, and then making the ask, saying, sign up and work with me. That's your offer. And if your offer is off, then you could be the best, most talented person in your industry and your niche. And you could be all about really helping people. And you might get people even amazing results. But how you talk about it in your offer is not helping you out, hon. If your offer is off, if you have a weak offer and it doesn't resonate with your dream clients, then you're going to struggle getting clients at all, but you're especially going to struggle getting clients at higher fees. So comment below, what is your bold promise? And, extra bonus points, what is the offer that you're making? What is the essential core offer that you are making to your potential clients? What is that? So, and if you don't know who I am, if you're new to the group, I am your hostess with the mostest, Christine Parma, and I help ambitious women entrepreneurs to build wildly successful businesses doing what they love and lives they love even more. Because success is not just about how much money you make, it's about how your life is supported by the business that you create, right? You can build a business that is really highly profitable that doesn't support your life because you get burned out or overwhelmed, or you don't have any time to do the things that really light you up. And in my definition, in my world, that is not what success is about. So if you want to know more about me and how I work, then you can find out all that stuff at christineparma.com, or just drop me a line, drop me a comment. You're in the Successful Women Entrepreneurs group. One of the benefits of that is you get more personal access to me, and I love to help you. So let's move on. Well, first of all, pause. Questions, comments. What questions or comments do you have about creating your offer or making a bold promise or a bold claim as to the work that you do and how you help your clients? If you have a question, pop it in the comments below. And if you're liking this, let me know with a thumbs up so I know this is actually something you want to know about and learn about. So while I'm waiting on the comments, I'll move on to key number 2. This is about instilling confidence in your potential clients that when they make that investment with you, that they made a smart decision and they're not going to regret it down the road, that you can actually help them and you will help them get the results that they so badly want and need. So you can do this, instill confidence. There's a lot of strategies for this. And depending on whether you're new in business or more experienced, some of these may apply more than others. I will give you a couple strategies here. The first one is have a rockin' offer. I mean, gosh, the offer is so important. And that is one of my zones of genius, is helping my clients create amazing offers that magnetize their dream clients and help make it a lot easier for them to say yes to them. You have to have a fantastic offer that really resonates with your dream clients. The second thing is you need to have a system for how you help clients. A system, a formula, a blueprint, a program. How are you going to help your clients? And even more than what that actually is, if it's a formula or blueprint or you call it a system, it's that psychologically people feel more confident in investing in these things, in systems, in blueprints, in formulas. That's why when you look out at the coaching industry, for example, people have systems, blueprints, programs, formulas, because it sells. So why not give yourself a better chance of enrolling clients and enrolling them at higher fees, because those things actually have a higher perceived value, by creating your system, your blueprint, your formula, your program. That also will help with the third element that I'll share in just a minute. So the next thing for helping to instill confidence in clients or potential clients is through testimonials and credibility and case studies. Now, if you're just starting off new, there are ways to do this, even if you haven't worked with a client yet. And I help my clients to do that in an ethical way. This is not at all about deception or lying. This is about creating credibility for yourself, even if you're new and don't have testimonials and case studies. If you do, you absolutely need to be posting those on your website. You need to be advertising them to your audience. You need to be letting people know, yes, I get people results and I just helped Sharon do this. And here's what I helped her do. So don't be shy about the results that you help people get. When you're on a phone call with a potential client, talk about the successes that you've had with other clients, or how you were successful in another role and how those characteristics and those strengths that you used in that role help you do what you're currently doing even better, and why it makes you special. So there's lots of ways that you can help instill confidence in a prospective client so that they can say yes to you, and they can say yes to you at a higher fee so you can get paid what you're worth. Does that sound good? Give me a thumbs up or say, yeah, that sounds good in the comments. So of course, I have a question for you, and I want you to comment. You can comment whether you're live or on the replay. I'll come back to the questions if you're catching this on the replay, and I'll respond to you personally. So what is the irresistible offer that you're making that instills confidence in your potential clients? What is that offer? How are you phrasing it? How are you couching it so that they can say yes to you? And do you have that system for working with your clients? Have you created your system? Not only, and here's the thing, not only does your system, your program, your blueprint, your formula help you instill confidence in your potential clients, it helps you feel more confident. Because it gives you a step-by-step procedure in a sense, even if you're customizing it a little bit for, VIP clients, it still gives you that framework by which to operate to deliver amazing results, which coincidentally is number 3, deliver massive value and results for your clients. So here's the thing. If you are going to ask to be compensated at a higher rate or a higher fee, if you're going to charge more for what you do, you have to bring it. You have to deliver the value and you have to deliver the results, because everybody knows what happens if you don't. Word will get around quickly that you're the coach or you're the person who sells products that cost a lot of money but don't actually work. And you do not want to get a reputation like that. And believe me, I personally have enrolled with some coaches or in some programs that did cost more money and have been sorely disappointed. And I promise you, I will never buy from those people again. And not only do I not buy from those people, if I'm asked my opinion of those people, I share it. They just didn't deliver the value. Super disappointed. And they're, delivering value is not about necessarily the quantity of things that you deliver or the quantity of time that you spend with your clients. It's about how you do it in a way that gets your clients better results faster, because we're all pressed for time. I mean, if you had a choice to get amazing results a year from now or amazing results in 6 weeks, which one would you go for? Of course you would say, 6 weeks, I want it faster and better, So it's not necessarily about how much you give them. So don't feel like in order to deliver massive value, you have to just give them a bunch of stuff, because more stuff that doesn't actually help them is actually unhelpful to your clients. So I want to make that really clear. But you need to deliver massive value and results. I'm looking at my notes real quick because I have things I want to cover with you all. One of the things that stops people from charging more, and this is getting a little bit into the psychology and the mindset again, which I'll cover more on Thursday night, is you feel like you can't deliver those results as the coach or as the consultant or the healer or, whatever it is that you're doing. You feel comfortable charging $50 an hour because you feel confident that you can deliver at least $50 worth an hour worth of value. But if I challenged you to say, well, instead of charging $50 an hour, I want you to charge $5,000 for a 3-month comprehensive program with you, what comes up for you? What comes up for you? This is what stops a lot of people. They go, $5,000. Oh, the pressure. I have to deliver, $10,000 worth of value because you always want to over deliver, right? And I don't know if I can do that. That goes back a lot to having your system for how you help people. That will give you the confidence to know that you can deliver way more than $5,000 worth of value when you have your system for how you help people. So that stops a lot of people from charging more. Is that one of the things that's stopping you from charging more? Comment below. You have this fear that maybe you can't actually deliver those amazing results. I mean, it could be down there in your subconscious mind a little bit, but is there a little part of you that goes, I don't know if I could deliver that kind of value, and you're scared. So then you don't ask for more money. You don't charge more. And I'm not saying you necessarily have to go from 0 to 100 miles an hour at the very first time out of the gate, because there's a lot more mindset around. If you push yourself too far, you're going to sabotage yourself. Also, again, a mindset thing. And that's why mindset is so important. That's why I talk about mindset so much, because if you can have the best strategies in the world and the best processes and the systems, if you don't get the mindset piece right, you're going to trip yourself up somehow. You're going to sabotage yourself and take yourself out of the game. And I don't want that to happen to you. So one way that you can help deliver massive results to your clients and let them know right out of the gate that they've made a smart decision by investing with you, even at higher fees, is to have a fantastic client onboarding process. This is a pretty simple thing, pretty simple concept. I'm not talking, 10 steps here, but you need to have some kind of client onboarding process that helps them feel comfortable. Because here's what happens. When people invest with you at a higher fee, and it may be, depending on where their threshold is, their personal threshold, it may be a few $100s, maybe a few $1,000s, that they start to go, oh, I just paid $2,000 for that. And they're like, yes, I'm going to do it. And they do it, and they pay you the $2,000. And then what happens? They go, was that a stupid move? Right? Did I make a mistake? Oh my gosh, am I going to regret this? Because I will have wasted that $2,000 if I don't get these results that I want. So you've got to allay those fears right out of the gate and reaffirm to them that they made a smart decision. Once you have that, that is where the massive value in results starts. Because if your clients, right after they sign up with you, if they start taking themselves out of the game immediately and they start undermining their own progress, then you're going to have a really hard time helping them to get massive results. You're going to have a really hard time. So you got to start immediately with a fantastic client onboarding process that is smooth, professional, and reaffirms that they made a smart decision. And there are lots of strategies that I share with my clients on how to do that. And we get that set up for them when we work together. So my question for you, comment below, is what's your results getting system? How are you delivering massive value to your clients? And talking about the client onboarding process, do you have a formal client onboarding process that you feel great about and starts to deliver massive value right away as soon as somebody signs up with you? Do you have that? Post it in the comments below. And I'm going to check real quick over here in the Facebook group just to make sure I'm not missing any comments because it's pretty silent right now. I know for a lot of people, you have to catch it on the replay given the broadcast time here. But I want you to, post your comments below. What is the system that you are using that you feel confident in and helps your clients get massive results? Post it in the comments. So that is what I wanted to cover with y'all today about how to get paid what you're worth. I promise you, if you implement these 3 elements, just these 3 elements, and there are more, but if you implement just these 3 elements in your business, you're going to see a big difference in the results that you're getting, even if you keep your fees the same to start. Even if you just implement these systems, keep your fees the same. Then once you feel even more confident yourself, then you can raise your fees. And there are ways to do that are totally not greedy. They're totally not icky or slimy in any sort of way. But if you implement these 3 elements in your business, you're going to see a really big difference. And the great thing is it's going to make a really big difference to your clients and the results that they get from working with you, which is going to give you even more confidence and build up your testimonials. And it's just a win-win situation. So definitely, post your questions and comments here below the video. I'll come back and answer them whenever you post them. And if you like these trainings, these Tuesday trainings, you're finding value in them, invite your friends to join Successful Women Entrepreneurs, otherwise known as SWE, Successful Women Entrepreneurs. Invite them to join the group because I will be doing a training at least every Tuesday night here in the group. I may occasionally do it earlier in the day just to switch it up too. But training Tuesdays is something I'm committed to doing with y'all and to deliver as a way of delivering massive value to the group and to say thank you for being a part of my community. And I have one more thing to share with you. I am doing something a little new. I want to open it up first to this group. I am going to be opening up a few spots in my calendar for free consultations which I'm calling the Wild Success Consultations, to help you identify where you're stuck in your business, or identify what the next step is that you need to take to create that wild success in your business. It is always fantastic to get an outside perspective from somebody who's helping clients do this anyway. I hire coaches to give me outside perspective and insight. And so if you would like one of those, it's a free 20-minute consultation, Wild Success Consultation. Just type success in the comments below. I have a couple openings over the next few weeks, and then it's going to be a little bit longer after that. So if you want to grab one and find out how I can help you create wild success and help you identify where you're stuck and what that next step is for you to really make that leap to the next level in your business, then type success in the comments below. So I encourage you to go back, watch this video again, and take notes about the keys and the elements, the steps that you need to follow in order to start raising your fees with integrity and getting paid what you're worth. Because here's the bottom line, hon. If you're not making enough money in your business to stay in business, then you can't stay in business. You won't be able to help people in whatever way that you are helping people. And that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing for you. It's a bad thing for those people who I believe that you're meant to serve in your lifetime. It's a bad thing for the world. So I want you to be wildly successful in your business and in your life. So I will see you inside Successful Women Entrepreneurs group. Leave your comments below, and I will wish you a wonderful evening. See you later. Bye.